everybody. It's the 57th, it's the 52nd year of Apollo 13 cartoon. And I'm here to celebrate with everybody. Boy, oh boy, I had a fun day so far for this big stuff 52nd year anniversary of my cartoon. I mean, first we began the day with a blast off. Yay! SpaceX this morning at 3:55, I think it was. Was it 3:55? Sure I got it right. No, 3:52. Good old blast off. The old 4 astronauts, 2 women and 2 men up in space, safe and sound. Was a great blast in the morning. Then I had a splashdown in the pool with my friends in the morning. Then I had a little party with another group of friends that we haven't seen for 2 years since the pandemic. I got to see some old friends. We had a little get-together party. It's fun. It all fell on 27th of big stuff, this 52nd year. Now I'm here to have a party with all of you, all my YouTube fans out there. I know I wasn't sure what time I was going to go on. I said anywhere between 3 and 4 or 9 and 10. And I wasn't sure exactly what time, depending on what time I got back from the party and how tight I was after all that happened. But hey, I figured let's do it now. Let's blast off into some new adventures on Big Stuff's cartoon. Now, I am sure everybody's wondering why am I so excited about Apollo 13, these guys behind me. And what inspired me in the first place to ever make a cartoon on the boys, and better yet, make it into a cartoon series that I've been doing for 52 years. Well, I'll tell you why. Right now, for those who don't know, why do I call Jack Swaggart Mr. Big Stuff? And how the whole history of the cartoon is. I'll give a fast brief on how I created the cartoon on the 4 astronauts, as you can see here, where you got Jim Lovell, Jack Swaggart, known as the Big Stuff, and Fred Hayes. Well, I'll tell you how I started it off. Well, I always was excited about astronauts going into space. My father, during the Mercury days, always used to excite me with the astronauts. And it was a whole big thing during the time when I was growing up. Astronauts was a popular thing at that time. I remember as young as I was, I could have been about maybe 6 years old. 5 or 6 years old. I'm not exactly sure how old I was. I was old enough to be able to sit on my father's shoulder. He picked me up. I remember this very as it was yesterday. And then pointing to the moon and saying, see that moon over there? One day, we're going to land on that moon. And then I told him, oh, wow, then we can find out if it's made out of cheese or not, as the cartoon say. But I know better. I don't think it's made out of cheese. And my father looked at me and laughed. Yeah, he knew I knew that that's not no cheese. I was a very smart kid way back then. How could that be cheese? If the moon was made out of cheese, it would be rotten by now. It would have crumbled, right? Or it would have been called the planet of the maggots. Yeah. Well, I don't know where I get the idea that the moon is made out of cheese. Maybe because it looked like Swiss cheese, I think. And I got all the holes in the craters and stuff. I guess maybe that's where I got that from. I don't know. But in early cartoons I used to look at when I was a kid, that's what they showed. How many of you know Felix the Cat? I wonder if anybody knows the cartoon Felix the Cat. There was this little character on Felix the Cat called Poindexter, and he used to like to make rockets and go into space travel. And Felix and Poindexter used to always go to the moon and all and explore space. So space was in a lot of the cartoons as I was growing up. And I guess that's what kind of got me into it. I mean, I used to be there was in some of the, I think it was in one of the Betty Boop cartoons too that I saw. It was in almost every cartoon, there was something to do with space. There was a famous cartoon called Trip to the Moon that was on with the rockets going on. Then they made Buck Rogers. They had a lot of space shows that way back then. It's before Star Trek and Star Wars. This is way before then. So I kind of grew up around it. And then, of course, when John Glenn went up in space, it was a big thing. My father showed me and all. We were getting into it. Then when I had the Genomine thing, I remember it being funny, but I wasn't too, I remember some funniness happening. And then I know the astronaut on that mission was Jim Lovell, who was the funny one. And he was with Aldrin, which was the second moonwalker to land on the moon. And I know that those two actors were then. I was too young to know that. Okay. Apollo 11 came around. Armstrong and Aldrin and Collins. They were going to the moon for the first time. And it was exciting because I was going to people were going to be landing on the moon. Now, I didn't know too much about the astronauts because I was too young to really know. I was 11 years old. I was 10 years old at the time. I was a 10-year-old kid. And I was, excited about the moon thing. My father was excited too. And we all got together. Now, the day that the astronauts, I saw the blast off, we were looking at it together. My father and I were close. Too bad he wasn't still alive and be here in Florida with me and living with me. And actually living where I am now. We could have saw the rocket launches together. But, he passed on in 1975. And I kind of miss him. He was a great mentor. He was my pop. He was he encouraged me on my art, encouraged me to excited me into space and into the astronauts. And I thank him very much for that. God bless him. Well, as I was going back now, let's go back to that. We were over. We saw the blast off together. Then when the astronauts were about to walk on the moon and come out of the capsule for the first time, where the first Armstrong was first going to step his foot on the moon, we all got together, all my cousins and everything. We had a little party down in the basement. And we were seeing the astronauts get ready to come out to walk on the moon. It was a big thing. We had a little party going on. And I was glued to the TV and wanting to know. And I'm sitting there watching it. It's like forever. I was 10 years old. And I sat down on the thing, and I almost fell asleep. But they woke me up in time to see them landing. We all were excited. We saw them, coming down and all. It was a little on the blurry side picture, but it was exciting. We enjoyed it. It was great. That got me into seeing astronauts for the first time walking on another planet. Then a week or so later, after, the astronauts came back home, they had a big party and all. And it was a great celebration. I was really into it and all. I wanted to make a cartoon on that astronaut Armstrong, but I didn't have no pictures on him to make a cartoon on him. I was into making my cartoon stories. I mean, at that time, I was making cartoons of everything that I liked, I made a cartoon on Sally Field, the Flying Nun. I started out with that. That was actually the first cartoon I made of a person. And when I was a kid, I just drew things in circles and stuff. And, a kid, I was about 10 years old. When I did the Sally Field cartoon, Flying Nun, I was 8 years old. And then I was like 8, and then 8. I was 7 years old when I made Super Frog. Super Frog and Flappy the Butterfly were my first two cartoons I created, along with Webby the Spider. Webby the Spider, Super Frog, and Flappy the Butterfly were my first, and Punchy the Lobster were my first cartoon characters. I started making my own cartoons on animals I liked. And I can go into another story about how their origin started. I'll probably do that in another video because it'll be long where I got those 4 characters. There's a history behind them as well, which leads to this road. Then when Flying Nun came out, I had also another cartoon before Flying Nun called Echo the Tiger. Echo the Tiger came out before Flying Nun. Then I did a cartoon on the Flying Nun. Then I did, and then before the flying there was also something else, the botanical gardens, which was, I was learning how botany with plants. I went to the botanical gardens. And I made up 4 kids, Pinky, Penny, Richard, and Robin. And they were kids that were in the botanical gardens, and they were growing plants, and they were learning botany and plants. I was excited about how plants grow. I loved watching seeds grow. I used to like to watch the potatoes grow. I was always into science and God's creation, all of God's creation, how everything grows and everything. Then I made a cartoon character called Kind Girl. And that Kind Girl was the mom of the 4 kids. So Kind Girl, Pinky, Penny, Richard, and Robin were together and part of the botanical gardens. Then the flying nun was in there. Then there was a thing called the sun tree. Well, we'll go into all those histories of all those old cartoons in another video. Maybe one day I'll do a little video on all of them animated. Oh boy, I'm so thirsty today. I hate when my throat gets dry like that. Well, yeah, that's what I was. So let's go back to big stuff and astronauts now. So I was in store one day. I went grocery shopping with my father. I think it was my father. Was that thing? Yeah, I went to the grocery store with my father. We're passing by through the grocery store. He had this poster of the Apollo 11 astronauts. I went, oh, I gotta have that. I grabbed one. I said, I gotta have this. And I said, if you buy somebody groceries, you get that free. So I'm walking around the store with this picture. And that's how I got my picture of Apollo 11 astronauts. And I made the cartoon characters of them. And that's how Armstrong became a cartoon. Then there was a singer that I liked called Bobby Sherman. And he came about. And I got introduced to him when I went again in the grocery store, believe it or not. I was looking for my cereal, and I always liked eating honeycomb, which was one of my favorites. And in the back honeycomb was his records with Bobby Sherman on them. And I kind of liked that there was a record on there. So I bought the cereal, and I got the record. I heard him sing on the records that are on the box. I started collecting them, and that's how Bobby Sherman got to be into the picture, and I got to be a Bobby Sherman fan. That's like getting his real records, and that's how that started out. And then, then I did a story called Bobby Sherman and the Astronauts. Then came, of course, after Apollo 11 came Apollo 12. Now, the reason why I never really made any cartoon on Apollo 12, I don't know why. Alan Bean, I realized later on, he was an artist like I am. He used to like painting. But for some strange reason, because I never got a picture on them. There was no picture to be found to make them as a cartoon. So therefore, it kind of, and it wasn't as memorable as Apollo 11. Apollo 11, I remember, because it was the first. For some strange reason, they didn't show a lot of Apollo 12. It was like, it's like a repeat of Apollo 11. It wasn't, I don't remember them being funny neither. I'm trying to remember, but I saw a video recently on it. I thought, wow, I finally got to see a video on what they were like, and I got to relive some of the memories. But, it wasn't as much aired on TV where I would say I was in New York. Now, if I was in Florida, I probably would have had more pictures, and I would have had more coverage of what it was. But fortunately, being in New York at that time, I didn't see anything much, and I didn't hear anything much on that one. But then, when Apollo 13 came around, they were showing, even before the mission, they were showing, scenes of the astronauts and all. And I guess I remembered Funny Boy from the way back then. So this is old Funny Boy over here. Yeah, he's the one that kind of made it. Yeah, then him was funny, but the me first valve. And then Jack Swaggart, which is the big stuff. At that time, when the mission was happening, I didn't realize that he was the replacement astronaut when the mission was happening. I didn't really catch that part before the mission started. that he was actually a replacement astronaut at that time. 'Cause I didn't know about the difference between the Camaro and Jackson. At that time, I didn't really know them as much, but I remembered some of the person being funny in space, how silly they were. And I remember Jim always cracking jokes. And I there was it was a lot more, they didn't show that much video in the beginning of it. I kept saying, I want to see the astronauts more and more. But like the only show really which was on all they aired was the blast off. And after they blasted off, they hardly had any coverage on them. Only top brief things in the news. So I was glued to the news to see, say they were Apollo 12 before I would see the had 80 with astronauts. So they were showing just a few things on them because they were showing other stuff. But then after the second day in the mission, and I did see, I remember they were funny. They were being funny. It was always cracking jokes, Jim and everybody. It really stuck with me that there's something cool about this mission. It's like Apollo 11. I was glued to it. I was more, alert in it, more knowledgeable in astronauts at that time. I understood more the process of what goes on and the routine. And I was really more open to it. I was 11 years old. I wasn't 10 anymore. I was 11. I guess that, as you get 1 year older, you get more wiser. And I'm looking at the mission. Now, my father, because I had to get up the next day, go to school. So he say, after the astronauts, you got to go to bed. You got to go to bed, okay? I'll let you see the astronauts on the news, but you got to go to bed after this. Okay, let me see the astronauts. Okay, we saw the astronauts. They showed a short thing when Jim Lovell was showing inside the capsule scenes of when he was doing I call it the Jim Lovell show, when he was showing Fred Hayes, was showing around the place when I was doing the tour of the spaceships. And I was excited, when Jim, they were cracking jokes. They were funny, Hayes, I'm getting ready for my sleep on the moon. They said, how you doing, Fred? And he was saying, I'm getting ready with my hammock. Oh, he's doing a second favorite pastime. Actually, I said that in my Apollo 13 cartoon. And I'm looking at, okay, now I said, just like I promised, I would get ready for bed. And now I said, I'm going to get ready for bed. And I hear something happen with Apollo 13. I turn around and said, hey, I got to see this. And of course, my father let me stay up to see what was going on at the astronauts because it was serious. And that night I was worried if the boys were going to get home safe. And that's where it moved from. And routine every day, go to the moon, come back home, to, hey, the most this world rescue mission in history. I got to stay glued to this story. So, of course, every day I came home from school, I clicked on the TV to learn more about what's going on with the astronauts. I was glued to the TV to find out. I couldn't wait to see things on the astronauts, see what was going on. And I was absorbing all the knowledge. And then they were finally showing some of the videos that we should have showed in the beginning. And I got to know them more because I kept showing it. And I got you to know the astronauts more. Actually, I got to know them more than the Apollo 11 astronauts because they were showing more video as the explosion took place. After the explosion, after the fact that they were almost didn't make it home. I guess I wanted to show people how dangerous it is in space. It's not really a routine. It is a scary job. You're really working hard, You really got to be brave. You're really risking your life for this mission. You're giving it your all. You're putting a hole in it. And it may be not, and there's no guarantee that you'll get back home. So that's what makes astronauts fantastic, to be brave enough to do that. So I'm looking at this and all, I'm praying. Hopefully they get back home again and all. So, of course, the whole routine and the whole week of Apollo 13, I was glued to the TV of the return. Now, I've been listening to certain things, certain things I remembered, and some of the rumors that I heard, and some of the truth that I heard. You know how the news is. But at that time, I was better than the news I got today. Believe me, I was more open about it. But still, as a young kid, I absorbed as much knowledge as I could. And I said, I got to make a cartoon story about this. I want to make these guys as my cartoon characters, my next cartoon characters. I automatically said, I got to have pictures of these astronauts and make them my next cartoon, even before they came back. So I'm looking at the mission, and I'm having a good time with it. And, they got home safe. Now, the day that they came home on the splashdown day was a very exciting day. Now, of course, I had to go to school that day. I wanted to stay home to watch the splashdown because it was going to be in the afternoon, and I knew I was going to get home from school in time. But of course, I had to go to school. But you know what? I didn't miss it. The school had a TV set up to watch the splashdown. And I was like, "Yay, Apollo 13!" I was the only one excited about it. The rest of the people in the school, like, "Oh, we're looking at this TV, blah blah blah." Why are you looking at that? But I was like excited, yay! And then I got home and we celebrated and got home. I was happy. Then as I came home, I saw a bunch of kids on the block. All the kids drawing on the floor. Welcome home, Apollo 13. Welcome home, Apollo 13. So I said, hey, can I have fun? I love the Apollo 13 astronauts too. So what I did, it was in front of my house. There was a nice big space. I drew a large size drawing of the space capsule with three little seats drawn in it. And then all the way up on the top, I do little parachutes and stuff. And I made it so the kids could sit down in the seats and pretend they were driving home for Apollo 13. And I wrote big letters, welcome home, Apollo 13. Thank God. Apollo 13, welcome home. Something like that I wrote. And that was it. Welcome back, Apollo 13. It was like the theme song I made. Apollo 13, welcome back home again. So that did it. And it was exciting. I was excited about that. But of course, when I went inside, I had the news again. I looked at the whole splashdown that they showed on there. And they kept showing it on the news, so I was looking at it. I don't think I had school the next day. All I was looking at that. I was excited and I was happy. But the thing is that, and then they kept showing scenes of what the whole mission. They were showing the whole mission, the highlights of it, which was very exciting. But I didn't have no picture of the boys, and I wanted to make a cartoon on them. A week or two later after the mission, I had to go and go to the dentist because I had a bad tooth during this time. And my father said, okay, now that the astronauts are home and all, you're going to the dentist. I made an appointment for you. And oh, yeah, okay. Because my tooth was hurting me like during the time when I would get ready to go back home. I don't want to go to the dentist. I want to see my astronauts. My father said, okay, I make an appointment for you after the astronauts get back home. See what's going on there, because I know you're glued to the TV. You ain't going to go. There's no way you're going to move from that. So, I said, okay. You see your astronaut, but you better go to that. That's how my father was. I'll let you do this, but you got to promise to do this. That's how I was trained, and I was obedient. That's how I became obedient. You do what your parents say, and you get a good reward. And to tell you, it was a good reward, because when I didn't want to, a second I walked into the dentist office, and I was in pain. I was worried about the drink and the Then I was looking forward to. I'm going in the dentist office. As soon as I walk in, what do I see on the table where the magazines are? This picture. This magazine, the astronauts. And I looked, I said, Paula, and I grabbed it. I can meet you. And I knew the dentist. He's one of my best friends. I said, ooh, I got to ask if I can keep this. I want to see. And I went to the dentist's office and I told him, before he worked on it too, can I please keep this magazine? I want to make a cartoon on these boys. And he said, sure, you can keep it. I was like, yay! The pain, no problem. Go ahead, do me. And that's how I got this. And from that day on, I sat home and started sketching out the characters. And Apollo 13 cartoon is created. And that's the story of how the Apollo 13 became the Apollo 13 cartoon 52 years ago. Yep, and these boys have been around with me ever since. This is the authentic original. Now, of course, when I first got this picture, this here, somebody put a cup on poor Jack Swagger's face. This mark over here, a circle. I was like sad about that, but and it's funny. He's the astronaut that got the bad end of everything. And I guess that's why he gets the bad end of everything. But look at that face. That expression on his face is something else. Now, I'll show you what this picture originally looked like before it got worn out. This is a copy of a good version of the magazine. So you can see his face. Look at that expression of Jack Swagger's face. I'm trying to get the glare away from him. Now, with an expression like that, look at that face. Look at his puss. That expression stood out. That's why I make Jack Swagger like the way he is. Like, duh, why am I here? Why am I on this mission? What's going to happen to me next? That face, that's what done did it. That's why when I made the cartoon on Jack Swagger, he always has that expression, as you can see. Kind of, I guess you can see it better this way. You see, I'm trying to get the glare out so you can see what I'm talking about. You see? And this is the authentic original self from the actual movie, The Alignment, which was the very first animated cartoon I made on the Apollo 13 astronauts. This is one of the cells from the movie. It was painted on behind a piece of plastic, clear plastic. So when I changed the sceneries behind it, I didn't have to keep drawing the scenery. I learned how to do animation. It took about 10 years from the time I designed the cartoon characters to the time I designed all the characters, which are Jim Lover, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swagger. And then I sketched them out and I drew them. And I transferred them to a plastic and made all the hundreds and hundreds of pictures for the movie, which was the first cartoon I made on them, called The Alignment. It took me about 10 years to learn how to animate. I started animating with cut out images and circles and practice on other stuff. When I finally learned how to do it, I made the very first cartoon, The Alignment. It took me about 2 years to paint and draw all the pictures I needed to bring that cartoon to life. Now, that cartoon is about maybe 12, 15 minutes long. I think it was 12, 15 minutes long. It was done on movie film. And it really took a long time. Now, in less than that time span, like in 2020, due to computer animation between the 2D program and the 3D program that I have and the computer and all, I was able to knock out all those movies in 1 year that I did in 2020. Then in 2021, I knocked out a lot of movies. I did Horsing Around and I did a whole bunch of cartoons. I did a lot of movies within the past 2 years. I did more movies in the past 2 years with the big stuff, with the Apollo 13 cartoon, than I did during the whole 52 years. Because the old-fashioned way I used to do them, I used to draw all the pictures. It used to take me 14 hours to shoot a 2-minute scene. Now to do a 2-minute scene takes me 1, 2, 3 on the computer. The only time that it takes a long time is the rendering. The rendering takes more time than the actual setting of the scene. Now, it depends on how complex the scene is now. If there's a lot going on in the scene, then it can take a day to do maybe 10 minutes of the movie. But most of the movie is fast. Within a month or two, I can make a full-length movie. Like I said, the last one I made, Masterpiece. That movie is an hour and a half long, a little bit over an hour and a half long. Just like the Froggy movies. Now, you see them in sections. I don't know why people see one part of the Froggy movie and don't see the rest of them. Part 5 seems to be viewed more. Part 5 of Froggy 2000, people see more than they see of Froggy Odyssey, Froggy Revelation. They're all separate movies. Froggy 2000 is one movie, and it's got 6 parts. I think 6 parts to it. 6 parts. Now we have Froggy A Foggy Odyssey 2001, which has about another 6 parts, I think, to it. Then we have Foggy Revelation, which I think has 9 parts to it. The reason why I had to shoot them, make them in sections, is because in the beginning of YouTube, they only allowed you so many minutes as you first started uploading. Most of my early uploads. Now, I want to upload the full movies in their full entirety, but I had a problem with that. Those were in analog. Those were done on videotape, those movies. And the computer that I rendered them on to transfer them into digital, to put them onto the computer, to put them into onto YouTube then, or was a different format. So I'm trying a hard time edit them together to make a full length movie with them, so I can upload them all at one time. I'm going to work on it again. I'm trying to work on Foggy 2000 first. Then I have other cartoons that I did in the 80s, which was done in the analog style too. Now, I can't transfer those movies right now because the computer that I have again is not working. So I'm having a hard time. That's why I can't show you those movies. I'm trying to. I showed the live stream of me showing it on a videotape. And plus, those movies had some copyrighted songs in them. So I'm editing them up. I was in the middle of editing them up, taking out the songs that were copywritten because I don't want any bing bangs from the YouTube. And editing them down with original songs and original music. And then my computer pooped out that does that. So that's why I was never able to upload the Alignment series. Alignment, the movie, because that movie Alignment, which was the very first movie I made, was in a series. The first movie was called Alignment, the movie, where I showed the original Alignment show. Then I added to it, made it longer into a movie. Of course, there were two different types of animation. One was done in movie film, one in video film. So there's a transition change in between the two, and it breaks into the other. It's like a break in between, but it shows us a continuation in that. It starts out with that beginning, and then it goes into the movie, the full movie. Because that was like the introduction of it. Then we had the second movie is Journey into the Black Hole. Now, the funniest thing about Journey into a Black Hole with the Apollo 13, I was working on that movie about a year or two before Disney came out with a movie called The Black Hole. I laughed because I saw this advertised Black Hole. My movie was called Journey into the Black Hole. I was like, how did I know I was making a movie called Black Hole? That was like a weird coincidence. There was nowhere, no how, no way does my movie match the Disney movie. My movie has to do with actually journeying inside a black hole and a scientific explanation. And I wind up into an unseen world where it's a very weird, that's like, it was going back to the original story of the unseen world, which was a wormhole to get back to the unseen world. It's like a rediscovery of something that was from the past. So kind of, it was different, altogether different. And then they meet the creatures. They meet, and that's how they meet Embryo's family, and how he came into existence. So it was a totally different story altogether. They come out with this movie that's like weird. The movie was weird. I saw it. It did not. I don't know. I don't know. Then I did another one, the third part of the Alignment series, which was a great one. It was called Impact. This is one, Shoemaker Levy number 9 crashed into Jupiter. Jupiter was Embryo's home planet. And in the cartoon of Alignment, Journey into the Black Hole, it is called a planet of spectrum. Beneath all the cloud cover, all the way down beneath the cloud cover, there was a surface on it that was like a thick layer of protection around the planet. There was an inner planet inside the cartoon where it was called a planet of spectrum, where everything is all different colors. If you look at Jupiter in space, It is the most beautiful, most colorful planet there is. Now, of course, it's got a constant storm going on. But that was part of the planet where it was a peaceful spot in it. And in my cartoon, I decided to have these aliens living there. Now, this before I already knew. Now, at that time, they only discovered 16 moons Jupiter had. That goes to show you how far back the story goes. The astronomers only found 16 moons of Jupiter. Now, if we look at it, it's 67 moons, is it? Something like 67 moons of Jupiter. Now, in the cartoon Impact, it's a good thing that I only knew there was 16 moons before big stuff gets mooned. I clunked with all those moons and then the story. Can you imagine 67 moons? That's where that comes from when he's talking about the moons in the newer cartoons. Eventually, I'm going to try to upload that 1980s cartoons, the alignment series, up online. But I did do a live video where he's showing it on the TV. A fast forwarding on the computer. A fast forwarding where there was the copyright music. So you didn't get things. So it was kind of hard to do that. But it was a live video I did. I did the best I could at that time. But that's what I did. And hi, everybody. Hi, entertainment and production, or entertainment, fire and production, and miscellaneous show. Hi, and at Exumia. Hi, I love your videos and your amazing woman. Keep up, going always. I love your amazing work. Thank you. That's such a great compliment, Exumia. I hope I pronounced you right, Exumia. I have a bad thing with reading names, but I'm glad I can start talking to some of you because I told you about my history of my cartoons. Let's see, production. Can I make a Chunky Cheese animatronic to buy? Oh, you want me a mini animatronic Chunky Cheese? Well, the thing is, I can't do that because two reasons. One, it's not my copyright, so I don't want to make money on somebody else's copyright. I would need to get permission, like I did with Aaron. I had to get permission. And two, it's very delicate, and they're very easy to break. And it may break in the mail. Like somebody bought an animatronic stage show that I made that Aaron sold for me. And by the time it got through the mail and got to the person, and the person didn't know how to handle them, it got all broken. And I made junk. They're very delicate. They're like, you have to handle them like the eggshells. And they didn't carefully. And who knows how Aaron packed it? Probably didn't pack them right. So they must have broke during the transit. If you move them up, because all it is popsicle sticks and tubes and whatever I had, I used recyclable stuff to make them. So they are fragile. And it's not really worth it because it costs a lot of money to make, number one, a lot of time. And then I had to pay half the profit to the person whose copyright ate my copyright. And then what it costs to ship it out. By the end of the day, I'm lucky I make back the money that it cost me to make the thing. And it does not pay to do it. And if I did make a small miniature animatronic Chunky Cheese for you, it may cost you because I have to get the permission of the copyright. I got to get see how much he wants for part of the profit. Got to see how much it costs. It may cost you like $350. And that's too much money. Between the shipping and handling, it may even cost $400. And it depends how miniature you want it. I'm about a small one with just two movements will cost that much. Now, if you want a bigger one, like about that size, with all 6 motors, it costs even more. But it's too fragile to send through the mail. Because I already did that, and they broke. Even the simple ones broke. So the mailman, they don't know how to, it's hard to travel. They don't make it through transit. It's not worth it. That's why I stopped doing that. I'm not going to sell anything like that. I would probably sell. Erin sells puppets and dolls that I make. Yeah, she may make a line of simple puppets. Oh, the bucket fire. Like a hand puppet like this. Just the top half. I won't probably do it with the Lego. Maybe a simple body with a small rubber head, a little tinier. It won't be all plush. It'll be the rubber face. I may make that. It depends on Erin who wants. But right now, Erin is moving, so I'm not going to be doing that right now. And I'm ripping the house apart. As you can see, I got most of the junk behind the astronauts cleared out. Yay! I'm getting there. I made a aisle space over there, but I still got a ton of boxes to go through. Yep, the house is really a mess. Yep, she's got a lot to do. Yeah. And if only my cartoon characters could help me out, I'll be done. Oh, I better go. Now, unfortunately, they can't help me out. They animated. If these boys back here can help me, it'd be wonderful too, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, sometimes the thing is that sometimes when you're doing something delicate like that, if you do get somebody to help you, they don't know what you want. And a lot of times I want to get the job done. And they give you more work than what it's worth. So sometimes it's easier to do, take your time and do a little at a time. And that's what I've been doing. Yes, it's the easiest thing to do. And then when you need help, you have somebody to help. Please lift the heavy box all the way up there. I can't reach it. That's what I mainly need help for, to get up high and take things and get things low, move things. Things I can't lift. Yeah. Oh, clean up there. Yeah, things like that. Well, see you later. Alligator. Well, yes, I'll probably be doing things like that. When I get myself settled and I can get somebody to help me reproduce things like that, puppet or big stuff and all, I'll probably be making my own merchandise. Stuff on the Apollo 13 cartoon, which is my own copyright. And I may have some simple animatronic toys on my Apollo 13 astronauts. Therefore, I wouldn't have to worry about um, anybody's copyright, number one. Number two, I know how to make it even better now. So, and it'll be more better for me to make my own characters as animatronics than to make somebody else's. Or I can just sell animatronic skeleton and you can dress it up to be what you want it to be. Or kit how to make your own animatronic. I have a video in 5 parts how to make an animatronic. I show you how I made the Chunky Cheese character. You can make your own Chunky Cheese if you follow those steps. And if you don't know how to make the face mask or know how to sculpture and sculpture it, I may show a scene where it's very simple how to make the face out of clay. And then make a plaster mold and then pour the rubber in it. That's how I make the mold, the face masks. You sculpt your face out of clay. You make a plaster mold over it with the plaster hardened. Pour out the clay. Make sure it's nice and clean. Get your latex rubber. Pour it into the mold. Let it sit for a while until it gets thick. About the excess. Let it dry. Peel it out, and you got yourself a mask. And you can make as many as you want. I could probably sell you a mask of the character, and you can make your own animatronic and paint it up. But I can't make the whole thing. So if you're interested in that, I could do. But I would need your address where to send it to. And I'll probably and I won't charge you a lot for it because it ain't my copyright also. But it's a mouse face, so you can make it into any mouse you want if you change it, So you paint it up. So if you want the mouse face, I could do that. Unpainted would be $5. Painted would be $10. Plus the shipping and handling. Did I see the Rocket Fire movie? The movie of the guy who had the Rocket Fire set, the one that Aaron showed, or the one with the cat? I don't know which one. Bill Biz World. I don't know which movie you mean. I didn't see the Rocket Fire movie. I saw that one. It was on YouTube. Is that the one you're talking about? Or the one with the cat, which I want to see that one. Could Calhoun or something it's called? I never see that one yet. I'd like to get that one. I haven't found a DVD of that. I've been looking for it. So everybody know I can get the DVD. Let me know. I would like to get the DVD of both of those if they're out. Oh, why the men behind you are moving like that? Why are the men behind me moving like that? That's because that's how I animated them. They got motors on them. Those are the Apollo 13 astronauts. That's what I'm celebrating today. The 52nd year of their cartoon and the 52nd year of their journey. That's Jack Swaggart, Jim Lobo, and Fred Hayes. They're motorized. They got a motor on them. They're moving like that. That's the way I animated them. I made those for when I did the 25th anniversary of the cartoon. Did I understand you correctly? Yeah. Oh, here. I can't see what that word you said. Did I hear you correctly? Hear something, mischievous? You like for, or you live for animatronics and love NASA space? Yes, I do. I don't know what mischievous is. Yeah, I like my Apollo 13 astronauts, and I like space. But what I like more, the one who made it all possible, if it wasn't for him, I'd actually live for Jesus, the one who created me to create, so I can create wonderful cartoons to share the love of Christ with all of you, my family, and my friends. That's what I mainly live for. But I enjoy Apollo 13 and space. And I enjoy all of you. And that's why I make the cartoons. Can you please say hi to me, yourself, and my friend Muhammad? Exubia? Yes. Hi. I got your message. Hi to you. Here's love to you. And I hope I read your friend's name right. Muhammad? Is that Muhammad? I am, like I said, please forgive me. I have dyslexia. So I have a hard time reading. And names, ever since I was a kid, I had a hard time figuring out how to pronounce them. So I apologize for everybody if I make a mistake on your name. I don't mean any harm, and I am not making fun. It's just that I can't pronounce them right, and I apologize. Do you know when I was 11 years old, when I made the Apollo 13 cartoon, I didn't read Fred Hayes' name right. I called him Fred Haynes. If you look at the Apollo 13 alignment cartoon, you will see me say Fred Haynes. I said Haynes instead of Hayes. So it goes to show you that I'm bad at names. I mean, when I was 11 years old. The proof is in the cartoon. Yeah, thank you for liking my videos, Exumia. I'm glad you enjoyed them because that's what I make them for. I make them for you guys to enjoy. And I enjoy that you enjoy. We all enjoy together. That's what it is. We're all on this ride together. we're all riding a happy land into space with the Apollo Teen Gang. Yeah. We go blast off into all new surroundings. Did anybody see the newest cartoon called Apollo 13, The Masterpiece? That one is funny movie. Poor Big Stuff. You guys see what happens to him when he makes this painting. I ain't gonna give it away. I want you guys to see it. Y'all see it. It's kind of funny. It's funny. As old Fred Hayes over here says, it's funny. And Jack Swagger goes, oh, Hayes, it's so funny. And Jim goes, I guess it is. He's always, agreeing with him. And Jack is like, okay, boys. I had enough of this. You live in Egypt, Exumia? Oh, okay. I like Egypt. Egypt is a fun place to be. I like all those statues and all the artwork that they do there. They make all kinds of pretty stuff and the jewelry. And I always was fascinated with Egypt. Ever since I was a kid. I live in Egypt. You should come and visit because I would love to make an animatronic with me. I don't have that money. You know how much money it costs to go to Egypt? More money than I even own. I'll probably have to sell my whole house to get enough money up to go to Egypt. And really, I don't got the money to do that. I would love to be able to travel all around, but I don't have the money, and I don't really have the strength to really do all that. If I was 20 years younger, maybe, and if I was more money, yeah. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't got that. If I had that, I would have people helping me, professionals help me get this house and all been all done by now. But unfortunately, I gotta make do what I got. Today it's very hard to make ends meet. I'm barely making it. 2 years ago, I got money scammed out of all my excess money, so I don't have travel money or any kind of money. I don't have money. I may buy stuff to make animatronics anymore for a while because I've been trying to dig out old stuff and recycle old stuff so I can make new stuff. That's what I've been doing because I can't afford to buy new stuff because I don't have the money right now. It's cheap to come to Egypt. How cheap? To me, $100 is expensive, but I barely got. I don't even have $100. Like I'm saying, to get up $100 will take me months, and I know it won't cost $100. If it was $100, I may be able to afford it, but it would take me about 6 or 7 months to get that up, and I would have to sacrifice a lot. And then once you get to Egypt, you need a hotel. You got to pay rent every night. You got to pay for your food. And then if you want to buy souvenirs, you got to buy the souvenirs. If you want to go anywhere else, you need your transportation money. Yeah, it adds up. And then if the climate's different, you don't have the right kind of clothes. You want to go out and buy clothes that are appropriate. It may be too hot with the clothes I have, or maybe too cold. I mean, something else. When you go away on a trip, you have to take all that stuff into consideration. It's not just a fare to get there. Then you need to get a good wardrobe, clothes and stuff. Miscellaneous Joe, how you doing? You making any more animatronics? I like what you do. You do fun things. I see you guys got those cyber optic faces. I want to order those myself. I'm trying to get the money up so I can get one of those. So I can make that big Billy Bob that I make, a life-size Billy Bob, animate him. I got a real Billy Bob face too, the real authentic Aaron Fisher's face, the real Billy Bob. I'm going to put on that. And I've got some fur that I got to try to dye the right color so I can redo a new body for it. So that's in the works. That I'm trying to get things up to do. As soon as I get everything I need for that project and get up the money for that, I'll be doing a step-by-step video on me making that. But until then, before I could do that, I got to finish cleaning the house. You see that? I got to go through all those boxes. I got to clean that mess up. Not only do I have that mess there, I got it all over the whole house. I had a flea infestation, and I had to move everything all over the place. 2 years ago, I had a flood. I had to move everything all over the place. I had no air conditioner for 2 years. It was too hot to move everything all over the place or do anything. It was just too hard to do anything. So I didn't really do anything. I just kept plopping things down. I had orders to make stuff. And I had to dig stuff from one place to the other. And it was just too hard. After I got done, I just plopped everything. So everything piled up and piled up and piled up. So now every room in the house is full of stuff that I'm going through. Boy, oh boy. But you know what? The good thing about it, I'm finding things I haven't found for years. That I knew I had, but couldn't find them, but I finally found them. So once I find everything, I'll be back into business again. But before I could do anything, I gotta clean the mess up. So as soon as I get it all cleaned up and organized, I'll work on that Billy Bob doll. I know you're making a cyber optic Jasper. I saw you working on it. Is it really a cyber act? Is it really a cyber? It's hard to pronounce. Cyber optic Jasper, or is it just something you're moving with strings and sticks? Is it really programmed? That's an animatronic with motors and stuff, and cyber optics is with the air pressure. Like you have that little face, the mount moving. Well, animatronics is with motors too. But when you're doing the pushing buttons on sticks to make it move, it's more like more of a puppet. Like me. I'm big stuff. See? You see what I mean? Oh. Well, you know what? Puppets also could be animatronic as well. Because some people have puppets. And they are animatronic. The eyeballs can move with several motors. The eyelids and stuff. Or there could be levers inside that the hand moves. Whatever way you do it, it's animation. You get it? Yeah. I am Jack Swagger to yesterday. I know what to do. I need to go home. So here's a song. Oh, yes. Have a good time. Everybody, it's my 52nd year Jubilee. Oh, yeah, 52nd year. That's what I share. It's a 52nd year. Hi, everybody there. Yeah. Well, see you around. Bye. How you like the old big stuff puppet? Is he cute? You're cute. What? What do you say? I say, get that. What do we do? Get that. Hey, this is my day. Okay, stay. Let's see who's on the email. Oh, look who that is. Hi. Hi, Integrity. Good afternoon. Hi there, Banjo. Who is the puppet with me? Oh, you mean me? Yeah. This is Jack Swaggart, the astronaut. He's the big stuff. Yeah, I'm just a cartoon funny version of Mosley Garciano's Jack Swaggart, the astronaut. Yeah, my big stuff over here. Yeah, that's the cartoon. I'm the puppet. And, uh, uh, that's the real me. Right there. See that? That over there. All right, already. Yeah, that over there. Yeah. That's over here. Hey, give me that. Yeah. Oh, give me that. I said, that's mine. No, it's mine. Nope, that's mine. You give me that. I, um, uh, hold it. Pardon me for a second here. Jack Swaggart, that's mine. Okay, it's yours. Okay, I'm just being funny, as you can see. It's fun to do puppet shows, ain't it? How many of you do puppet shows? Isn't that fun? It's not fun when your puppet takes your stuff away. That's my stuff. I bring stuff. Yeah, but this is my stuff. But that's big stuff. I know this is big stuff. But it's my stuff. You had it for 52 years. Can I have it now? Nope. It's my stuff. No sharing? Sharing, yes, but it's my stuff. How do you guys feel about that? Let's see what they say. Let's see. Susan says hi. And Tay says, your NASA t-shirt. Oh yeah, you like my meatball? Meatball? Where's that meatball? Hey, I'm hungry. This is called a NASA meatball. NASA meatball? You can't eat that. You don't eat it. It's a meatball. The reason why they call it a NASA meatball is because it's round. What are you doing? What's funny? Round? How round do you say? No, it's nothing in the middle. This? No, not this. This? Yeah, is that round too? That's the orbit. Orbit? That's supposed to be the spaceship orbiting the planet. The circle represents the planet. That don't look like a planet. It's an emblem. What's this red thing then? The red thing? You're going to tell me that's the rocket fire? No, is that not the rocket fire? Oh, the rocket fire explosion? No, it's not the rocket fire explosion. This is called a Victor. A Victor? What's a Victor? Victory? We achieved our goal. We landed on the moon. We achieved our goal in space. We traveled. We broke free of Earth's gravity. We're in space. We're the space nation. Is that why there's stars all around it? Yes, that's why there's stars all around it. I guess that represents space. But that's why you call them people. That's what they call it. They? NASA. I mean, the word NASA? Yeah, NASA. NASA calls it a meatball. Okay, NASA, why you call it a meatball? Who you talking to? You said the word. Boy, oh boy. The people that make the company that's called NASA. Company called NASA. Okay. What's NASA anyway? What's it stand for? National Aeronautics Space Administration. National America Space Administration. Oh, okay. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh boy. How do you like that cute puppy show? Ain't that funny? Oh, by the way, I need something. Give me. Give me. Leave Big Stuff alone. Go. Get out of here. Nobody takes my stuff. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Mysterious Joe. Hi, puppet. You like the puppet? Wasn't that funny? So did Aaron Fisher sell his warehouse? No, he didn't sell the warehouse. I don't know what he did. I think he had to get out of the warehouse because I think they do it. Somebody wants to buy the building or something. He has to be out at a certain time. I think they're going to demolish the building and build something else on that property. That's the reason why they are moving. Otherwise, he would have stood there. And I don't, you know. So I'll let you know when I know what's going on. I'll let you know what's going on with Aaron. Right now, he's in the middle of a big move. He's been so busy moving stuff. I don't know how possibly he's going to move the whole building. There's a lot of stuff in that building, heavy things. Here I am trying to get a house cleaned up, which is half the work. But it's not as much, and I ain't anywhere near the amount of work he's got to do. And boy, oh boy, I don't know. He's got a lot of work to do. At least he's got some strong men to help him, but still, that's a lot of work. As soon as he moves, he's going to have a good new place. And I can't wait to see how it all going to turn out. I'll give you some information about him as soon as I know. And if he wants me, I'll reveal that information. There's some things he may not want me to talk to you about. So, but that I can tell you that he's been working hard. Adventures of Cupcake. Hi, I like your title, Adventures of Cupcake. You make a lot of cupcakes? I like cupcakes. Matter of fact, I just had one for lunch today. Yeah. Let's see. It's 4:15. Okay, I could stay on for about another half an hour. And then I got to cook my food. And then I got a church service to do. So I'll be another half an hour to say hi to everybody. It's been an hour already I've been on. I give another half an hour and then I have to leave. So if anybody got any questions, let me know. Let's have some fun. Yay! That's what I said I was going to do in the video. But what else I said I was going to do? Surprises, fun. I'm talking to you guys. I had some questions. That's some of the fun. The puppet was the fun. Well, is there anything else you want to talk to me about? I just tried to remember my titles. Told you about the history of the cartoon, how I created Big Stuff. Oh, yes. How did Big Stuff, Jack Swaggart the astronaut, get the name Big Stuff? Everybody keeps asking me that. Why I call Jack Swaggart Mr. Big Stuff or Big Stuff. Well, if people know and people seeing some original videos of the Apollo 13 astronauts, the real authentic footage of them, and really saw some of the original archives. You would hear them calling Jack Swaggart, which is his real name, Jack Swaggart, Big Jack. Big Jack was his nickname, or also the Big Swag. Now, I always wondered, he has a fun name, Swag. The Big Swag was his nickname, and Big Jack also was his nickname. The reason why he was called Big Jack and the Big Swag, the reason why they called him that, is because he was the tallest Apollo astronaut in the group. And he was part of the second group of astronauts. And he was the tallest one in the whole group. I think he was an inch taller than if he was a little bit taller, he wouldn't have been able to be an astronaut. Because you only have to be a certain height to fit inside those little capsules. Jim Lobo had a joke. He used to say, Jim Lobo, which is him. He said, in those days when he travels, especially in the Gemini days, you don't go into your spacecraft. You put them on. Going to show that's very tight squeezing. But then after I saw the Soyuz astronauts come return back home 2 weeks ago, how they crawl out that little tiny hole and squeeze out, that's even smaller. So I think the command module that they drive into the moon in those days was more of a condominium compared to that one. But the Dragon is pretty big. It's bigger than that one was. When they do the Mars rocket, it's supposed to be even bigger. So we'll see how that works. Or the moon rocket, the Arius rocket. But my throat's been thirsty all day. There's something about Mr. 8 that will make me thirsty. I think it's because I was talking a lot today. I had a little party I came from, and I was talking and talking. I learned the words to most of your songs. Biggie put in Apollo 13, the Valentine's song about man about. Oh yeah, you must like those cartoons. You must see them enough times. What about Apollo 13? Apollo 13, welcome home again. Apollo 13, treat tycho worry man. Odyssey and Aquarius were on the way to the moon. But Apollo 13, I come back home soon. I made that song way back in 1974 when I was getting ready to do the 25th anniversary of Apollo 13. I wrote that song then in my cartoons. And my friend Clinton, a year ago, made it into a song for me with the music and all. Now it's authentically a real song. I have it on my video. It's called Apollo 13, Welcome Home Again. The final is the best one. You love the puppet? Pretty beauty. Oh, pretty Betty, yeah. Thank you. Auxiliary K. What's K mean? Good. Adventures of cupcakes and high roasting. I'm reading some of the things you said. Okay. Mysterious Joe. Mysterious Joe said okay. Okay. I don't know what you meant. Okay. I guess something I was talking about. Adventures in cupcakes and bangs. Aaron is staying in Florida. Is Aaron staying in Florida? Yes, he's staying in Florida, but I don't know exactly where he's going to be because he's still looking for a building The other one he picked out wasn't good, so he looked for another one. I learned the words. Yeah, okay. Adventures of Cupcake. Okay, thank you. You must like my songs. Okay, Mysterious Joe. I'll see you next time. Hi, everyone. Okay, I was looking at what you guys were writing to me. Has anybody got any questions you want to ask me? I'm free to answer some questions. Let's see. Oh, this here, I don't know if I showed you this. Well, I think I showed you in the beginning. This is the original cell from Alignment, the movie. And Journey into the Black Hole. Actually, this picture's been in almost every movie. Actually, every movie just about, other than the 3D animated ones, this is in. And if not this picture, the face is used. It was spot that face in the cartoon. Matter of fact, let me show you some cells, some scenes. I don't know if everybody saw the scenes from all the movies. Don't have Skype because I would love to do an animatronic with you. Don't have Skype. I would love to do you like to do an animatronic with me? Well, it won't be until a while. When I get ready to do the Billy Bob, I'm talking about the large size Billy Bob, I would announce ahead of time when I'm going to add that, so that all my animatronic fans can see it and they won't miss it, and they can catch me live working on it. And there will be a live stream, so it will show you how much work and how complex, how complicated it is to just get one little thing to move right. It does take a lot of work. That's why they're not cheap. And they're very delicate too. You have to take certain care of things like that because they're fragile. Can you draw a picture of my animatronics? Yes, I can. I just haven't had a chance because I've been ripping the house apart. You told me that last time too. I just need to get a good still of them so I could do it. But the thing is, how would I get it to you? I guess I would send it to you as a picture, right? But I don't have your Gmail. I don't have your Gmail. Oh, we need your Gmail, Mysterious Joe, to send you a picture. Or if you don't want to, give me your address to send it to you through the mail. I would show it on one of my things when I get it done. Now, maybe one day when I got time, I'll draw it out for you. Want the whole set, right? I like the new one that you're working on. It's kind of cool. Wait, I can just. What do you say? Wait, I can just draw a picture. On the next video, you can. Can you? On my next video, can I? All right, I'll draw a picture and show it to you. Let me show it to you like this. Let me show you. I was going to show you some scenes from my cartoon. Here's Apollo 13, The Legacy Lives On. That's when I made the movie in 1995. This scene is from Spidey the Fish in the Unseen World. This is when Big Stuff comes back at the end of his journey, and he's talking to the other two astronauts with the rock, and he's saying, "You won't believe where I've been." This is him with Spidey the Fish inside the Unseen World, under the water, being able to breathe under the water. And there's Super Frog. there. One of my oldest cartoons I made in 1966. And he was from 1970. And these guys, too, from 1970. This is all part of the Big Stuff cartoon in the early beginning. This is Spotty the fish. This is, oops, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get there. This is Angela. Oh, no, this is Cheyenne. This is Angela. I was looking at the wrong way. And this is Blue. And of course, that's Superbug. There's Big Stuff, Spotty, and Superbug. All these are from the same movie, that one. This one's from the movie A Hazy Journey. When Jim Noble had an invention to shrink Big Stuff down to a small size to help save Hayes from the coronavirus. And here's some scenes of what happened to him when he was inside Hayes, getting rid of the coronavirus. Let me go get the pictures. And I shouldn't have it in the right. Okay, well. The coronavirus wound up thinking he was a cell, and he had an antibody that connected to him, thinking that he was an infection. So when the coronavirus took him in as thinking he was a cell to invade, it went to the antibody, and it copied the antibody DNA, the DNA of Big Stuff along with the antibody, and it made Biggie antibody. Was for antibody packages replicated Big Stuffs. But of course, they weren't living Big Stuffs. They were just in the shape. They were antibodies. And the cell tried to invade those. And when it did, it died. And it cleared out the infection. And Hayes got better. This is from the movie Swacket, where Embryo, which is there, let me try to get a better picture of it. Where Embryo over here, the little stinker, was sitting down drawing pictures with his Tang. He always liked to drink Tang. He wrote the sign called Swacket. He stuck it on the back of Jack's jacket, and everybody kept swacking him. But the glue that he used was kind of sticky. And boy, did they get into a sticky mess. Wait till you see that show. It's called Swacket. It's kind of funny. Don't whack it until you try it. You get it? Don't whack it until you try it. Now, I was being funny way back in I guess 94. And I was, because of Apollo 13 on the Emlyn, it's got horses on the Emlyn. See, as you can see, the horses on the Emlyn. I was horsing around with the idea, what would the Apollo 13 astronauts look like if they were horses? So it was a story I had in my mind way back then. Last year, the beginning of last year, I finally animated that story after so many years. And this is what they looked like. The movie was called Horsing Around. You got to see the movie, how the astronauts became horses and how they got out of this horsey situation. It's kind of funny. I don't know if anybody's seen this one yet, but it is funny. All these movies are on my YouTube channel. And they're there for you to all see. And enjoy. Those are just some of the stills off the movies of Apollo 13, The Legacy Lives On. And many others. Apollo 13 cartoons. As I was showing the pictures, there were a lot of people who showed things. Let's see. Yes, me. Don't have Skype because I would love to do an animatronic with you. Hello, Peanuts, all things nature. Hi, Peanuts Holdings Nature. That's a kind of a fun title you got there. Hi. That's cute. What's cute? My cartoon characters? Electronic. Janelle just is just as bad. Horse 13. Horse 13. You like that? The Apollo 13 astronauts becoming horses. Watch that movie. It's called Horsing Around. Horsing Around, everybody. My throat's getting dry. I'm gonna have to cut it close, cut it short soon because I'm running out of drink. And my throat's gonna start coughing when I get too dry. I know, I'm being funny. I'm the funny one. I guess it takes a funny one to make a funny cartoon, right? Well, it's been a great 52 years. You know what? There was more to come. But big stuff. The sky is the limit. By the way, this is what that picture originally looked like. This is a copy of a good book that was in mint condition. That's in mint condition. I made a copy of it so I don't mess up the original book, so I can show people it. So I wouldn't want it to wind up looking like this one. I don't forget. I was 11. I was 11 years old kid, and I carried this everywhere I went. So after 52 years, from this to this, I guess it's not that bad. It's that was then. This is now. How can I draw How can you draw a picture of this live stream? Oh, can I draw a picture on this live stream? Oh, you want me to draw a picture of your animatronic character's life in front of everybody? Well, I'm going to draw it by memory. Which one do you want me to draw? The dog? All right, I'll get some paper and pencil and I'll try it. Paper and pencil. I have to move Grogu out of the way. Hi, everybody. Hi, Grogu. Sit there. I get some paper. Get some pencils. Grogu. Hey, you. Okay, get away. Go up, big stuff. Okay, let's see now. Okay, Mysterious Joe. This is for you. I'm going to draw your dog by memory now. This is by memory. Let's see. And I saw the new thing you did to him, so I'm going to add that in. I noticed you put a hat on him. This kid here makes little animatronic characters, and he does a great job. Now, this is by memory, so I'm just trying to figure him out. You have him with a guitar in his hand, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it for you. Okay, you're gonna be surprised what I got. Are you ready, mysterious Joe, to see your cartoon character as a fast sketch drawing that I did? Are you there? Say yes, and I will reveal it to you. You want to see Bones? Bones is ready to say hi. Yep, here we go. How you like that? Did I get him right? Yeah, you like it? Okay, I'll color him in now for you. If you will give me, if I had a way to mail it to you, I will give it to you. Looks amazing. What color shirt did he have? Like a green shirt, didn't he? I don't know if I got green in here. Well, I'll color him up with a, let's see. Let's see what colors I got here available. Let's pen up work. Let me get a better one. Let me color him in for you. And color his nose. I like the hat that you gave him. It was kind of cute. He looked nice with the hat. Oh, wait a minute. I remember you added some brown to his face, too. I didn't do that in the drawing. I just remembered something on it. I'm going to add that in now. I'm coloring it in for you. Let's see. Anybody else talking to me? Let's see. I'm going to show it to you right now. As soon as I get the colors. We got a lot of, for the art artists, you got pencils and crayons everywhere. Here's some brown. Oh, that's brown. That's it. Oh, it's not brown. This one was still. Oh, that's brown. My marker's a little dry. A little bit of red. I find the colors. Let's see, anybody else there? You on? Yeah, I'm coloring a picture up. I'll show you what it's looking like so far. I'll give it some color. Almost done. Then I'll show a good big review. Are you still with me? I'm drawing a picture, everybody. Wonder what I'm doing? Drawing a picture for Mysterious Joe. He requested me to draw a picture of one of his animatronic characters, known as Mr. Bones. And I'm doing a very fast sketch in color. Let me show you the clothes. Okay, should be good. There we go. Put it this way. I'll put it that way later. Well, are you ready for the big reveal, Mysterious Joe? Here it comes. How you like him now? Yeah, you like it? Well, Mysterious Joe, there's a picture. Now, if I can figure out how to get this to you, you can have it. If you give me a mailing address, let's see. You can give me a mailing address on my let's see. What would be a good place to put it? So I don't want it on my YouTube. I guess you could do it on my Gmail account. I'm RG Jubilee. If you give me your mailing address, I'll send you the picture. It's RG Jubilee at gmail.com. And you give me an address and I'll send you the picture. If you want me to send it in an envelope without it being wrinkled, or somehow I would need to charge you for the postage and handling. If not, I'll just send it to a regular envelope. You did a screenshot? Okay. But wouldn't you want to have the original? Tell your mommy to give me the address. You can't? Okay, no problem. What part of New York am I from? Well, originally from Brooklyn, New York, Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. But I'm not in Brooklyn anymore. I live here. You're not really allowed to? Okay. Even if you ask your mommy? Show her the picture on that you got. And if she says yes, then she'll send it to me and I'll send it to you. Because I would like you to have this. Okay, if not, I'll keep it in my archives. Oh, you looked at one of my live streams. I was from New York. Yeah, I was. I was from New York. Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Not too far from Coney Island. The amusement park that used to be there. I don't even, oh, excuse me. I don't know if it's still there because I know when Hurricane Sandy came to New York a couple of years back, it devastated the place. So I don't know if they rebuilt it or not. But I wasn't too far from Coney Island. Wow, that's nice. What's nice, the picture or where I lived? Kelowna. Carolina. I wish I could pronounce it. It's hard to get a see. Carolina. 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 There you go. It takes me a while to get around the name, how to pronounce it. I had to retrain my mouth to pronounce certain words, and I'm sorry. When I put those denture things in there, it makes my mouth so dry that I really choke, and it's hard to talk long. I'm talking about talking long. I'm going to have to start getting ready to cook my dinner. I'm getting kind of on the hungry side, and I'm going to have to cut short soon. I've been on here almost 2 hours, an hour and 43 minutes and counting. T-minus an hour and 43 minutes and counting. I'll do the countdown clock when I get to, I guess, into 2 hours, and then I'm going to call it quits, okay? Okay, I'll enjoy it. Here it goes, barking at you again. Bark, bark, bark. Maybe later on, maybe I'll add the other characters on it too and show it to you next video, okay? I'll draw you the duck that you have and the, what was the other character here? You had the dinosaur and then you had the moon. I'll see what I can do. Add some more stuff to it. Okay, cool. Yeah. My next video, I'll show it to you. I'll work on it and add it to it. Your other friend that does the other animatronics, the green guy and the Cyclops guy and the wolf guy. What's his name? Yeah, the brother. I'll draw his cartoons too. In my next video, I'll give a shout out to you both, okay? Uh, 2,500K. Oh, thank you. You know, talking about that, Marina, congratulations. You know what, people? If you want Big Stuff and I to get that beautiful YouTube trophy, I need some more subscriptions down there. For all the people that see my live streams and all the people that see my Big Stuff cartoons would just subscribe to my channel, I'll be there 3 times over. Please subscribe to my channel. Share my channel with others. Let them subscribe. I need 10,000 subscribers to get that plaque. I think Big Stuff deserves it, don't you? We need to blast off. It'll be wonderful. Me sharing all my fun stuff with you. It'd be nice to see a nice plaque with the YouTube, and then we reflect my face in there, and we can reflect Biggie's face in there, and we can have a good time. Let's see. Okay, you're leaving, Mysterious Joe? Okay. Please tell me you're going, boy. Yeah, he's trying to get my picture. Don't you think that's bad? I don't think it's bad. I want the picture. That's my picture. He can't have my picture. That's mine. Give me a nope. Hi there, buddy. We're going to have to leave soon. So, I guess you like this live stream, don't you? Oh, no, you're Big Stuff. And I'm RG Jubilee. And I guess that's Biggie. The original Biggie, huh? Yep, that's the original Biggie. That's the picture that started the whole cartoon. Yeah, that started the whole cartoon. That's why I want it. No, you can't have it. Why does he want my picture? We'll find out in the next video. So everybody, you have a good time. Enjoy. And God bless you. And have a good time. Celebrate. Let's see. Somebody else is on there. Somebody else. Oh, you jumped in too late. She's going to go blasting up. You're going to have to rewind the video. Because we're going to be Roger and out. Nope. Roger it out. Give me. Nope. Yeah. I guess I'm not going to get that picture. No, you're not going to get it. You know what? You want one? I got a copy for you. Where is it? You got one for me? Yes. You can't have this one, but I have a copy. About 25 years ago, my boyfriend wanted me a copy. That picture, is he wanted one too. And this is what it looked like 25 years ago. Oh, wow, it does look like that one, doesn't it? And this is what he looks like now. I see the colors changed. You mean to tell me I got this one? Yes, you can have that one. You like that one better? Yeah, I'm taking this. You can have that one. Go ahead. Enjoy. Yay, got him out of my way. Okay, now. You just subscribed? Yay! A big hand. 2 thumbs up. Alpha Avatar. Alpha Avatar. Am I reading your name right? I like your name. Yay! Get more subscriptions. That's another one for the big stuff. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel, everybody. And then you'll know when I do my live videos and all my new Big Stuff cartoons. How many of you saw the new cartoon I did? Masterpiece. Apollo 13, the Masterpiece. That's my new cartoon that I made. Everybody, before I go off the air, I have a question for all of you, all my fans. And you can share this with all the others that look at my channel. And tell them to subscribe also. But I want to know, out of all my Apollo 13 cartoons, which ones do you guys like the best? What's your most favorite? Put it down in the subscription down below. And then I'm going to see how many like certain cartoons. And then I'll have a cartoon contest and see what the winning cartoon is. And then I'll know which one is the superior one. And then my next upload, I will do something special with that cartoon. So you let me know Which of the Big Stuff cartoons you like the best out of all my Apollo 13 movies? It could be a long Follett movie like The Masterpiece, or Horsing Around, or A Hazy Journey, or Spidey the Fish in the Unseen World, or it could also be a short one like a short skit from one like Biggie Meets Burgoo, or Biggie and a New Friend, which is a shorter one. The short sing-alongs. Oh yeah, Apollo 13 the musical is another one that's a long one. I got short little skits like the Valentine one, but that's not really a Big Stuff one. That's more of a Jubilee Sally one. But there is a short with Big Stuff in the Manabot too. The Jubilee Journey into the Manabot. I got a whole bunch of them. I'll be putting up some more shorties too. I got one with a rooster I was working on, but I never got a chance to finish it. I was working in the middle of wanting to work on the Easter one, but that came up and I had to get work done on my house, and I had to stop production on it. So sometime, don't be surprised that sometime in the middle of this year, somewhere along the line, an Easter special comes up. Because I'll be finishing that one off. Hi, all my friends. I see a whole bunch of people coming on. You like my horsing around? Watching Kim likes horsing around. They're all so nice, I have to think. Okay, now don't put your subscription in the live chat. Put it down in the bottom, down below, in the downstairs, underneath the video. Because the live chat, I won't be able to see which ones. I'm going to take the poll on the ones on the bottom. I'm going to count those ones. I'm not going to count the ones on the chat, because the chat, I have to go skimming through it, and it's hard to find them. So put it down below. Then the subscription and the subscribe, and put the thumbs up too when you see my movies. Also, every time you see one of my movies, tell me how much you like it. Interact with it. Let me know. Give me some thumbs up and subscriptions, so Big Stuff and I can get that YouTube thing, and we can build up the I guess they could, the algorithm, however they call it. But what makes the channel great, I want to know. I know horsing around. I guess horsing around got to be so far the one people like. Oh, you like the Manabot ones? Walton Kim? Are you the one that said that you learned a lot about the Manabot to my cartoon? Yeah, I'm going to be doing many more of those coming up in the future. Easy listening? Oh, easy learning? Microcraft Steve, easy listening. Microcraft Steve, I will. Snoopy's Pinwheel, I like your movies. Thank you. Okay, Walton, make sure you put which ones you like down on the bottom, okay? Walton, Kim. And then the movie who makes the biggest, like I said, I'm going to do something special with that movie. And and then I'll announce the winning one. You got about, let's see, this is April. I would announce it in, I'm going to announce it on the 4th of July, which one is the winner. So you got from now until the 4th of July to decide. Okay? That'll give you guys enough time and enough people to subscribe. Enough people give me thumbs up. Tell me what you like about the movie, too. That helps also. So when I make the next cartoons, I may ask some of those ideas. And if anybody got some ideas I would like to see my Apollo 13 astronauts get into, I'll give a shout out to that person who gave me the idea when I make the movie, if I use it. I'm open to things, open source, and you'll get a shout out in the movie that I got the idea from this. See, some of my movies, I get ideas from friends that help me out. Or I get some of the ideas from just living and things that happen funny in my life. And throughout the years, I build onto the thing. and I make the movie. That's how it comes about. I could be sitting down one day not doing another. A funny line will pop into my head, what I want to do with the character. I'll jot it down and press a change. I'll make a movie out of it. That's how things are done. Or I make a song. Or I make a song and then I make a movie out of the song. You know, you just got to be creative. That's how we do it. Well, I'm going to say bye-bye soon. So, everybody, it is nice talking to you on this big stuff day. The 52nd year, 2020, big stuff day, where we celebrate the cartoon on the boys. And we'll blast off for many more years to come. Whatever, depending on how many more, as long as the Lord gives me years and strength and energy to produce wonderful videos and movies, I'll keep on keeping on. I keep on reaching for the stars, for the sky is the limit. And I give God the praise, because if it wasn't for him, all things that I do wouldn't be possible. Matter of fact, I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's created me to create so I can share my creations with you and give you joy in times when it's sad. I make you learn things in some of my movies too, like or other people, I think it was Walter and Kim, or Walter and King, whatever I think it's, if I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she's the one that told me that she learned a whole lot about Mandelbot set through my videos. And I was honored that I taught her something and made her look up something. If you want to see beautiful videos on the Mandelbot set, which outrageous, outstanding, check Matt's Town out. Matt's Town has a beautiful movie called on the Mandelbot, Journey into Infinity. It's the most outrageous one he ever did. 3D animation into the Mandelbot set. But it's not animation that he produced. Like when I produce an anime, it is automatically what the Mandelbot does. The number set, the number system automatically generates these designs and colors, because all the beauty is built in the numbers. You like my shirt? Yeah, I like my shirt too. They're not some before. It's appropriate for today, don't you think? It matches. I got the astronauts behind me. We had the astronauts blast off this morning. We had astronauts come home yesterday. Why not? And then we had the celebration of these astronauts cartoon. So it's an astronaut good time. Well, I'm about to leave now. It's been 2 hours. And I love all my fans. And this is RG Jubilee and Apollo 13 saying, Roger that. Have a good day. Heads up. May the Lord bless your day. I love all my fans. And I pray everybody is healthy and happy and healthy. Keep up looking up to the Lord and up to good things. Don't let nothing get you down. Keep on thinking on good things. And the Lord will help you through. And until next time I share with you the next fun stuff that's going to come up with big stuff. It'll be a while. That's why I'm doing, I say in July 4th, I'm going to do the contest. But I may be on before then. I'll give you a heads up before when I upload a video. Because I'm busy ripping this house apart. And I don't know how long it's going to take, because I got lots of rooms to clean up. And boy, oh boy, do I got a job ahead of me. I gotta go inside sinks. I gotta go inside cabinets. I gotta go inside closets. I gotta go through tons and tons of clothes. I gotta go through tons and tons of art supplies. Tons and tons of paperwork that's all over the place that I don't need anymore. Tons and tons of everything. You know how cleaning is. It never gets done. Well, I'll see you around. Roger that. Heads up. I'm going outward bound. I'll see you next time at Reentry Interface. Have a great day, and may God bless you. Bye, all my wonderful fans and friends. This goes out to you.